Hello and welcome back to the Brew Interviews. I am Robbie, and joining me as always via the internet, my best friend Lauren. It is episode 7, and that means hopefully by now we have this whole podcasting thing down pat. We'll let you be the judge. This week we are not going to do a Brew News, we are not even going to do a Fave 5s, we're going to try something different. We're going to put a little more focus on the topics and random thoughts, and go a little freestyle today. That being said, cue the intro.
The Brew Interviews, coast to coast, brews, faves, and more with Lauren and Robbie.
How you been, Lauren?
Oh, Robbie, I've been just grand. Just grand. I'm having an excellent week. And tomorrow's Friday the 13th, which is my lucky day.
How's that your lucky day?
I don't know, 13 is just a very, it's a lucky number for me. It's a reoccurring number in my life. And so Friday the 13th have always just been like really good days for me.
Yeah? I think you're the first ever.
I know. I get really excited about Friday the 13th. Did you know that months that start on Sundays always have a Friday the 13th?
Did you know I don't care?
Did you know fuck you?
Yeah.
I'm also, so I don't know if I told you, do you remember when I was leaving P-Town and that girl that I was seeing was just like, I don't want to see you anymore, and I was really sad about it.
Yes.
I had drinks with her tonight. So I'm already like 3 beers deep. And it was really good. It was really healthy. It was really nice. We just hung out, and I was like, listen, I'm not mad. It's good. She's like, I thought you hated me. I was like, well, you were kind of a bitch. And she's like,
yeah.
I was kind of a bitch. And so, but it was really good. It was really good closure, and I feel really happy about it. And I'm going camping with one of my best friends this weekend, and it's just going to be great. I'm in a really good mood. But I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know what we're talking about today.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a good week.
Yeah. Okay. Now tell me about you, Robbie, because that doesn't sound very very good.
I switched to night shift at work, so
Oh, that's right.
I'm drinking beer in my morning. So that's always fun,
Yeah.
right?
So Robbie just woke up, and I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah. Fuck.
So this is going to be a really interesting episode, I think.
Yeah, and I started that intermittent fasting. Kind of like it's
What?
not intermittent fasting. It's not
What
a
does that
diet.
mean?
It's just like you only eat during certain times of the day, and then you don't eat for like 16 hours.
Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me?
It works really well, and I started it earlier this week, and the way my night schedule works, I technically can't have my first meal until 8 p.m.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, and then my next meal is at 1 a.m., and then nothing until the next 8 p.m.
Robbie, that sounds terrible.
It's kind of miserable, but you see results, and it's actually
Why
pretty
would you
healthy.
do that to yourself?
To lose weight?
You can't just run?
No. Run.
Run. Yeah, running is the fucking worst.
I am not doing any such thing.
You're right. I would much rather fast than run. Is that sad? Does that make me like a sad human?
Nah. Running's boring. I mean, fasting's boring too, because you're hungry a lot of the time, but...
Yeah, but at least you can do something while you're fasting. You can't do anything
Yeah.
while you're running.
And I'll be at work most of the time anyway during those times, so it's a lot easier to control. I'm not binging random food, or I'm
Robbie,
actually busy, so...
listen to me. I went on a binge the other night. It's so bad. I don't usually eat sweets because I'm just a very energetic person. I don't need that sugar. It also makes me like break out and gain weight.
Yep.
I went on a fucking binge the other night. I got every single piece of candy in my entire apartment and spread it out on my coffee table, and I fucking ate like a piece of everything. I went insane, Robbie. I went insane. And then I got my period, so like that's fine. But
Like a coke addict, you just spread it out all.
That's what it felt
your
like, Robbie.
bounty on the table.
I swear to God, that's what it felt like. Like I was just like I needed it. I was like, I need to eat sugar. I don't know. Maybe I had like low blood sugar in it. Like
It's possible.
I just needed to eat a lot of sugar because I don't eat a lot of sugar.
I don't get cravings for sugar at all, like zero. I like sour. Sour is different.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's why I drink IPAs, because I love sour.
Yeah.
Well, I had like 2 sour beers tonight. They were fantastic. I had the raspberry Berliner from Stoneface and mashup sour from Collective. You got me those cans from Brewtopia when you were home last. They're like the cool art on the side of them.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're all artists.
Yeah, there's like no label. It's just
Yeah,
art.
it was that company. I love those cans. I like buy that beer just so I can like keep the cans.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
But they make good beer too. And then I just had like a Harpoon IPA because I needed to end it, but I wasn't ready to stop drinking beer. So here we are.
I do like good Harpoon IPA.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Harpoon is like a good ender beer. You know what I mean? Like it's still a good beer, but it's like not a hefty IPA. It's like the Bud Light of like craft IPAs, I feel like. Which is not, I'm not trying to like diss Harpoon. I like Harpoon IPA, so.
Their winter beers, I think it's their winter, are really good.
Yeah, so Harpoon does something called X Night. I don't know if I've talked about it on here before or not.
I don't know about it on here, but
all right, so they have X Night, which like they just pick someone in the company to like, it doesn't matter what level you are, and to make a beer, an experimental beer, and they brew a whole batch of it, and they have one night that like you pay like $20 and you get to go try this beer that no one has ever tried. Like it's just an experiment. And you get to like rate it and like give suggestions about what they should brew next or what you get from the beer, like the taste, the aroma, the mouthfeel, and like you rate it like, yeah, I'd like this. Yeah, I like that. I don't like this. And then you get a pretzel with dipping sauces, which is awesome. But they like the Camp Wana Mango beer was an X Night beer. That's how they like find really good beers. And so I went and they had like this s'more stout and it was like really good. I don't even like stouts, so yeah.
And if we have mentioned that before, we'll just edit it out.
for new listeners.
Well, there's it's like a bar, pub, tavern, whatever, where I am. It's called the Happy Viking.
Cool.
And they do what I just heard is like a special beer night. I think it's like every Wednesday night or something. Mm-hmm. And they have some kind of brewery from around here bring in the beer, and you can just try stuff and get pictures and shit like that.
So is it like a hosted night at like a bar? Like it's like a...
I'm not 100% sure because I haven't been to it yet because I can't because I always work, but...
Ugh.
Yeah.
Terrible timing.
Yeah, especially on nights. Yeah.
That sounds like, well, when you get off nights, you should go and tell me how it is. Or I'm going to come visit you and we're gonna go together.
Yeah, they're not bad. They have good food. That's where I spend like $45 on a glass of whiskey by accident.
Fuck, are you kidding me?
Yeah, we went out there for kind of like a work gathering, and I started drinking. And I saw a whiskey that I'd never tried before, and it was by Jameson. And it's called like Cooper's Crust, something like that.
Cooper's something.
Yeah, it's a higher quality Jameson. And I was like, oh, I'd like to, try that. And I just got a small glass, you know what I mean? Like 2 fingers maybe. And he didn't really say anything. He didn't say that it was expensive or anything. He just poured it, let me go. And went back to the table, had one. That was the only one I had. Then I had, different stuff. But we got the bill, and everybody else's bill was like $21, $27, $28, Mine was $72.
Holy shit, yeah. Robbie.
I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was because of that fucking glass of whiskey that he just refused to acknowledge. You know what I mean? Like, you would tell somebody that's like, oh, that's $45 a glass. But fuck.
Yeah, I feel like anything more than like $15 you need to like warn people about.
Yeah, I mean it was delicious, but
wow.
The whole bottle itself was like $70,
So you basically paid for half a bottle of whiskey for like 1 finger.
Yep.
Wow, you got screwed on that one, my friend.
Just a bit. Regardless, what are you drinking today, Lauren?
Oh, I just got a text.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm sorry, I thought I put my phone on silent.
Rule 1 to podcasting. Turn your fucking phone off.
Shut up, Robbie. All right, now listen to me. I am drinking...
Listen to me. As opposed to who are they going to listen to?
I don't know. All right, listen. I am drinking Broken Spoke. It's an American double IPA from The Alchemist.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, let me just... there it is. That's a good snap right there. Oh, look at that color. Sorry, I'm going to be annoying and pour it.
We'll play some music over over the time we wait for you to pour your beer. Well, not that, but yeah.
Oh, you don't think I'm a clown?
No.
There's too much foam.
Shitty pour.
Shut the fuck up. No, foam on a beer is good. It's letting out all the carbonation so I don't get a full
little
belly.
bit of foam.
I know, it's a lot of foam.
Like
it was a bad pour. It was a really bad pour.
You just mispoured like a $10 beer, didn't you?
Oh, the foam's really good, though. I'm trying to drink it down fast so I can talk about this beer.
That's what we can do. An episode we can do foam tasting. we'll just we'll get like 4 different beers and we'll just scoop off the foam and just taste the foam.
Can we get like knives that look like swords to cut the foam off of the top of the beer?
I mean, we can, but
Yeah,
we're,
well,
we're
that would be
scooping
fun.
it out anyway. What's the difference? How is it?
It's interesting.
Good or
So-
bad? Interesting.
Well, so this beer is brewed with all amaretto hops, which kind of have gone through phases, I think. I was reading up on this because I was like, Amarillo hops. So this is like fruity.
Wait, Amarillo or Amaretto?
Amarillo.
You said Amaretto the first time.
Oh, well, I'm just an idiot. Amarillo hops. It's really florally, but it's like kind of fruity and like dank.
Would you say it has notes of stone fruit
No.
or citrus? Wait, what? Oh, that says grainy. I thought it said granny. Never mind.
It's kind of spicy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Listen, you're getting into one of our topics today, so
I'm so excited then.
yeah.
I really like tasting things.
With my mouth. Yeah. So does everybody.
I like to
Lauren.
put things in my mouth. I like to put beer in my mouth.
I'm keeping that clip.
Yeah, so like this is good. This is really crushable, I think, for a double IPA. I could drink this. That's good. I like
Yeah,
it.
nice.
I'm a fan.
That's
I would
good.
drink this with a burger. Like this isn't something that I would, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I could crush a lot of these if I had like a meal, like a burger, not just like with chips. Don't drink this with just chips, people.
I don't really drink a whole lot of beer with food. I don't know why.
Oh, you don't? That's like all I think about when I drink something. I'm like, this would pair really good with this food. Me and my mom are the same way. Like we'll go out beer tasting or wine tasting. We're like, you know what would be really good with this beer? This.
I do it with wine. I don't know.
Oh yeah, with wine all the time. Oh, listen, charcuterie boards are like my favorite thing ever. That's the best. Like going out with friends, getting a charcuterie board and some like good craft beer, sitting out in the sun is my heaven. It's the best.
That and scissoring.
I'm so no, scissoring's not a thing. Nobody does that.
I'm gonna start a campaign.
Hashtag no scissors.
Hashtag scissoring's real.
No.
Did you know the I don't know if we talked about this already, but the Me Too movement?
Do you really want to get
So,
into this
no,
with me, Robbie?
We're not going to talk about the Me Too movement.
Okay, good.
But what I found is hilarious. When we were kids and we had a phone, what did hashtag used to mean?
It's the pound.
Okay, now say it like that. Pound me too. So the entire time
That's so bad.
Yes!
That's
so
so
the
bad.
entire
Wow.
time that these women were saying these hashtag me too, they're just saying pound me too.
Robbie, this
And
is a sensitive subject.
I know, but it's
that's really
hilarious.
funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a funny concept.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with the movement and I fully stand behind it. But
It's
that's
going away.
It's funny.
It's going away because a lot of those accusations have been complete lies.
No,
so far,
it's not
so-
about the accusation. It's about the true meaning behind the hashtag.
Christmas?
I'm not getting in this with you, Robbie. I'm gonna go on a rant, and it's not gonna be pretty.
We'll wait till we're in person for this so we can fight.
Yeah, but no, because then you're just gonna use your physical strength,
Exactly.
not your wit.
Because I am the man, and the men are always right.
Oh my god. Goodbye, all of our female listeners. Look, I'm with us.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
He's joking.
So now that we've talked
Oh,
about
God,
Lauren's
that beer
beer,
is good.
we're gonna talk about
Oh
my
yeah,
beer.
Robbie, what are you drinking?
Stop talking over me. Jeez.
My bad.
I'm drinking. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but Sam Adams New England IPA.
Hazy and juicy.
Hazy and juicy,
Ooh.
and that's exactly what it is too.
Is that how it tastes? I love when beers taste juicy. Like
juicy,
it's such
it's
a
kinda-
it's such a specific mouthfeel.
Yeah, it's got kind of citrusy. It's not heavy. It's like 6.9%.
Did I say mine's a 6%? I don't know if
Yeah,
I said that.
no,
or
you
not.
didn't. It's not bad. This is like my third one I've had. Been sitting in
I
my
don't-
fridge, and it's
I
actually
don't
pretty
drink
good.
a lot of Sam Adams.
I don't either, but this is really good, and it comes in cans.
Have you had their porch rocker?
I don't think so.
It basically tastes like a shandy. Like
Really?
it's like drinking lemonade. If you want something super easy to drink, just drink it. I
Not a
couldn't
fan.
like I would get sick if I kept drinking like more than one because they're just so sweet.
Yeah.
But I like their summer ale, their summertime ale.
Yeah, their summer ale is really good.
But other than that, I don't really drink Sam Adams. Like I know it's a Boston thing. Like I literally live in the Boston like metropolitan area, but
Do you?
It spreads.
I don't.
Yeah, it spreads, doesn't it?
I don't think so.
It spreads
I
up
mean,
to Portland.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a geography thing. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, I would understand.
There are these. They link cities. It's like certain areas between the cities. I live close to Boston, and like my dad always drank Sam Adams when I was growing up, but like I just can't. Like I don't really like Sam Adams. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I really like their Rebel IPA.
Yeah.
Like if I'm out at a bar, like usually that's like the craft beer that I'll get if it's all like Bud Light. So
Yeah. You know how I was realizing I hadn't drank in a long time? Long Trail. I haven't had a Long Trail forever. They have a really good blueberry.
maybe I just need to give Long Trail a better chance.
Yeah. I haven't had it in a very long time. So every time I come home, there's always new beers to try, you know? So I'd rather try a new one than one I've had before.
Did they make the Trailblazer?
It sounds like they do.
Yeah, maybe I do like them. I think that there were just beers that I had at like really bad times in my life because like I was drinking at bars that like that's what they served for like craft beers, and it just was not a good. I was just getting drunk a lot, so I just associate them with bad things.
I don't know. I've always
So I'm
enjoyed
like,
them.
I don't like them, but they're actually good beers.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of their blueberry one, but
I don't know them well
good.
enough to know their blueberry
yeah.
beer.
Or blueberry or blackberry.
Ooh, I can get behind a blackberry beer. I really like blackberries.
One of them berries.
Oh, where did I was just at a brewery, Pipe Dream in Londonderry, and they had a blackberry sour that was aged with fucking bananas, and it was so fucking good. It was so good. And I went to
But you don't like Belgians.
what?
You don't like Belgian beers, right?
No, I don't like Belgians.
But Belgians are like known for their banana flavor.
I like
beers.
banana flavor.
But you don't like
There's a banana beer that I get sometimes at the grocery store. It tastes like bananas. I fucking love it. I don't like the taste of the like wheat. It's not the bananas, Robbie, it's the wheat. I don't know what it is. Listen, I will expand my horizons, and I'm gonna start trying to drink more Belgians, but it honestly just makes me like not feel good to think about drinking them because they're gross.
Okay.
I will work on it. What were we talking about?
Well, we were talking about my beer, and then we were just talking about Long Trail.
Oh, Long Trail. Okay, so they make a blueberry beer?
It's blueberry or blackberry, yeah. Something like that.
Oh, blackberries. That's what we were talking
I
about.
don't feel like Googling it.
I love blackberries.
Since we've been talking about our beers, it kind of rolls into our first kind of topic here.
Yeah, what is it, Robbie? Lay it on me.
I didn't really write a whole lot into it. I just kind of wanted to go in blind and just bring something up as a reference.
Okay.
And something that always bothers me, because people do this with wine, they do it with beer, and they do it with, like, I guess foods, but that kind of makes sense. And that is, like, taste. Tasting notes, aromas, things like that. And
Yeah.
sometimes I think they're a little pretentious, especially, like, wine and whiskey guys are, like, super pretentious about that kind of shit.
I can totally understand where you come from with that.
And beer is getting there.
Yeah. Oh, now would you classify yourself as a beer snob, though? Because we literally have a podcast about beer.
I'm a hophead. We are hophead.
What's the
We're not-
All right. Well, what's the difference between a hophead and a beer snob?
Hophead is a person who enjoys good beer, knows good beer, but doesn't throw it in people's fucking face 24/7 or wear goddamn flannel shirts to some brewery and act like they're bad at. You know what I mean? Like
Robbie,
hipsters.
I wear
They're
flannel
hipsters.
shirts to breweries. I wear flannel shirts
Oh
to
my God.
breweries. I'm a lesbian. I wear flannel shirts and I go
Combat
to
boots.
breweries. That's what I do. Robbie.
You're on the verge
I'm
of
a
hipster.
hipster. I know.
You're on the verge.
You
Or
love
what,
me.
What brewery were we at? Like 6 people walked in, and it was literally all of them were wearing beanies, glasses, and flannels. Every
What
single one of them.
What breweries did we go to?
We just went to those 2. It was that day. It was me, you, and Allie.
I don't remember.
But and as soon as they walked in, I'm like, those motherfuckers, like, you cocks, like, how dare you?
Well, that's like literally every brewery you go to. I feel like in New England. I think. Well, I live in New England. Is it like that in California? Because like flannels are a staple in New England. Like people just wear them.
Not as much as but these are like young kids.
I've always worn flannels.
I've never seen you wear a flannel. Maybe once.
That's because-
You and Adam Plum. That was it.
Yeah. Well, listen, wouldn't let me. As soon as I started dating, She made me fucking get rid of all of my flannels, so I didn't wear them for 6 years. As soon as she was out, I was like, I'm buying some fucking flannels.
Just going full lesbo after she left, right?
Well, I've always been full lesbo, Robbie. I went hard. I went hard into the lesbo world.
You never go full lesbo.
What?
I said you never go full lesbo.
Never go full lesbo?
Never go. It's a quote from a movie. Just don't worry about it.
I don't watch movies, Robbie. That's why we can't talk about them.
So before we get too off topic,
right.
I am looking at a aroma and taste wheel, and it pretty much just has all these things that I've heard pretentious people say.
Oh my god, I'm really excited.
And I think you said a couple of them earlier, but some of them are kind of interesting. Fatty.
Fatty?
Fatty.
Huh.
I've never heard that one.
Fatty? I don't know. Like, that's how I would describe food.
Fatty. It says right there. I don't know. Is that yeah, that's a taste.
Taste for like, I could imagine like a stout or a porter feeling like having a fatty taste if like, excuse me. So, there's a brewery in Portsmouth, New Hampshire called Barra's Irish Brewery. I went there maybe a year and a half ago, and we were the only ones in there, so we were talking to the guy about beer, and he's like, yeah, I'm experimenting brewing this stout. Like, it's a maple stout with bacon fat. So, and he like let us have a taste. I don't remember what it tastes like now, but I could imagine like something like that would have a fatty taste because it's being brewed with like grease, right?
I guess. I mean, I've never. It's not
that's
brewed
that's
grease,
the only
it's
that's
brewed
like
fat.
the only thing that I could imagine like I would ever describe a beer as being fatty.
I don't know if you've ever like say, you know, when you just kind of eat. I wouldn't say just eat olive oil, but like if you drizzle olive oil on something.
Yeah.
And you have that coating in your mouth of that fat.
Yeah.
That's what I think of. Like it kind of has that.
Okay. All right. I can get behind that. I kind of want to like just go put some olive oil in my mouth. Like, just so I can be like, you're right. That is what that taste is.
God.
I would imagine that would be like more of an oily taste, though.
But it coats your mouth kind of like a fat would. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I've never
I can see where that
experienced
is.
a beer like that, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the next one? I really like this.
There's
this
a
is
lot
a
of
fun
them.
game. We
But I
should
mean,
play Spin the Aroma Wheel every
the
other
aroma.
episode or something.
Another one.
I've literally spilt my beer on my notebook twice, and this is the first time I've used this notebook, and I'm really pissed about it.
God damn. One I hear a lot is musty.
Musty?
Musty. I hear it with wines too.
I can see musty with a wine. Maybe if you have like a
barrel aged beer.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a whiskey aged like in an oak barrel. My cat is going fucking insane, dude. Can you hear that?
Just a little bit.
Oh my god, he's
Yep.
nuts. What was it, musky? I feel like when you say musky, I can just like imagine somebody blowing dust off a whiskey bottle and like pouring it in an unclean cup.
Well, there's musty and musky, two different ones. I said
No.
musty.
Musty or musky?
Musty.
Musty. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's what I would imagine musty
Yeah.
to be. But like musky, I would think is like a little bit skunky because like musk is like that aroma in like old lady perfumes that like skunks also have in their spray.
And most animals.
It sets my asthma off really bad. I fucking hate it.
Musky is actually a fish too.
So would you think musky would be like a skunky taste or a fishy taste? Are they associated with wheat beers? Because wheat beers are fishy tasting.
Oh gosh, whiny bitch. No, they don't say what they're associated with. It's just a giant wheel.
Oh, we should look into that. If any of our listeners know if those tastes are associated, please email us and let me know. Thank you.
The next one I see a lot, peppery.
Peppery is a big one for wine.
I guess it is. I guess I never noticed it, but now that I think about it.
I absolutely like when I'm trying like really dry reds, like peppery is always like right there. Like, and it's a very specific taste.
Yeah.
I don't particularly care for peppery wines unless they're like not super dry, which don't generally go hand in hand. I don't think. I'm not like super well versed in wines. My parents are very well versed, and I try and pick up some of the lingo. But like I would eat a steak with a peppery wine. I wouldn't just drink a peppery wine. You know
No.
what I know? You know what I mean? Like that's not a wine that you just drink.
Well,
You
it's
have
like
to
a-
have it with something.
It's like a what is it? A port. A port is more like a dessert wine. That's kind of.
Oh my god, I wish that I could fucking remember. My mom went to Canada last week and she brought back this like liqueur that they mix with a bunch of different things, and it fucking is a raspberry liqueur of some sort, and it was so good. She serves it in like little sherry glasses, which are it's literally like a shot on like a fancy stem, like that's what it is, with ice in it. She served them in that with like crushed ice, and just drink it. You just sip it. You just sit there in your living room and you watch the basketball game it's baseball season. You watch baseball game and you sip this liqueur or like port or something, and that's how you drink that kind of drink.
It's kind of like a digestive.
Yeah, it's like an after dinner conversation, like a little. It's like a after dinner spirit of but like a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see.
That was good. I broke a glass. My parents have both given me their wine breaking gene. Like both of them just like constantly break wine glasses. So literally any wine glass I break, I touch, I break.
They're not unlucky folks. They're just drunks.
No, they're not.
They're just dropping glasses.
Just wine glasses, not normal glasses, just wine glasses.
So now I just picture your parents in the house just like drinking wine drunk and just dropping the glasses. Being like, oh, fuck, we have the wine breaking curse. But no, you're just shit-faced. Like,
no, but the thing is, we don't generally break them when we're drinking. It's like when we're putting them away or like moving or something, like putting something in the sink. Like that's when we just all the time wine glasses broken in my house. And I had to like go out and buy wine glasses because I broke all of mine. I broke them all.
I bought, they're not cheap, but they're like the wine glasses you see at like chain restaurants.
Yeah.
So they're like hardy and sturdy. And I was like, this is it. This is the ones I'm going to have for the rest of my life because these are good.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about fancy wine glasses like that.
No, I don't either. And honestly, like my mom knows, so she just buys them whenever she's at like thrift stores or like she sees like cool wine glasses. She just buys them and brings them to me. She's like, here's some wine glasses. I'm like, thanks, Mom. You know me so well.
Can't your mom buy me stuff?
Well, she will if you tell her what you want.
Yeah.
Listen, do you want a quilt? My mom will knit you the fucking snazziest quilt in the whole world.
A quilt?
Yeah. Do you want a quilt?
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell my mom. She'll fucking sew you one up right away.
Can she like sew like little thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, she does like different squares and shit. Tell me all the things you love in life, and we'll have her. Oh my god, I should post on our Instagram. My mom knit me, or she didn't fucking knit me. She sewed me a beer quilt. It's like all beer stuff. It's so cool.
That's what I want.
All right. Oh my god, I'll tell my mom. She would love to do that.
That'd be awesome. I'd pay for that too.
If anyone else wants a quilt, email.
Side business. We'll just be a middleman between your.
I know, my mom could retire and still do the things she loves and make money.
Yeah.
It's great. I was looking into craft fairs this week because I finally cleaned out my art room, and so now I'm organized and I can like make my crafts. Robbie, I make a lot of money at craft fairs. I don't think you understand.
I don't think you understand. You're getting way off topic.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's be a 4-hour long podcast. Jesus.
What were we talking about?
God, flavor notes and aromas and stuff.
Oh, good. Well, you said peppery, and that got me off
I know.
on a tangent.
And now we're talking about thrift shops and oh Lord.
All right, so what's the next flavor?
The next one is like, so do you remember that beer I had from Dogfish Head, the Saison de Boeuf?
Yes.
It was the one brewed with parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
And you thought it was fucking terrible.
No, I didn't think it was terrible. I thought it was unique. I don't remember saying terrible.
All right, I want to taste it.
Yeah, you really need to. And these next ones is dried herb and fresh herb. And that beer was full of that shit.
Was it dry or fresh though? That's a different taste.
I think it was dried.
Those ones, that beer that you are talking about, I would imagine would be a dry herb taste.
It's still crazy. Like I can still taste it. Like I just think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that was nuts.
Oh,
like,
I love that when you can like associate taste with a thought.
Yeah.
I feel like beers that are brewed with like, are there beers that are brewed with like ginger? I feel like would be like an herby taste. I don't know, or like basil. I feel like there are beers brewed with basil that would be like a fresher taste than like rosemary. You know,
I love basil. Fresh basil.
I love basil.
Oh, I do like the tomatoes with mozzarella and then
The caprese, a caprese.
yeah, pretty much, and just sprinkle on some.
Oh hell yeah! I grow
some
my
basil.
own. I have my basil plant is blossoming wonderfully.
Put a little
But I grow my own.
chiffonade.
Yeah.
Little chiffonade on that bitch, and then you
I
sprinkle
wanna-
it on there.
I want to learn how to make mozzarella cheese because I grow tomatoes and basil, and it would be cool to like make my own cheese and like make a caprese, and like be like I literally made all of the ingredients for what I'm eating. I feel like that would be really satisfying.
It's one of my favorite snacks.
Oh, me too. I love that shit.
That sounds pretentious as fuck.
No,
My
but
favorite
it's
snack
really
is a caprese
good.
salad.
I love a caprese with like fresh basil and some
No, then you
some
drizzle on some,
balsamic
like-
drizzled over it.
Oh.
But guess what? It's fucking good. It's good.
Good olive oil, and then a good like aged balsamic.
See, I don't.
Perfect.
I just buy the like raspberry vinaigrette from the store.
Nope, you're
Little bit of
missing
that.
out. You are
Well,
missing out.
I know.
Telling you. Spend that $20 and get that like really nice aged balsamic.
Okay, I will.
It's good.
Sorry, Miner was chewing on this bone. I had to take it away from him. Go get a soft toy. Go get a soft toy.
Wow, that burp registered so loud on my.
I love it. You have really good burps. We should just do a whole outtake of your burps. We could probably put a Christmas song together with all of our burps.
Yeah, all the different tones. Have you seen that video where it's this guy does a fart? He just records his fart. But his
That's
fart,
gross.
yeah, it's funny though. I'll send it to you. His fart hits like every octave,
All the way up?
like it just, I forgot what he calls it. It's like an actual term in like orchestral music, and he hits it perfectly with his fart,
Like a crescendo or something?
and it is beautiful.
Wow. That's
It
a
is
really
beautiful.
epic fart, Robbie. Like,
It
you
is.
should be proud of that. Like, as
Yeah.
gross as that fucking
He was
is, like,
proud of it. He put it on YouTube.
Wow. I'm really poop shy, but, like, I might put a fart like that on YouTube.
I stopped using urinals.
I don't know. I'm sorry, what?
You said you were poop shy. I stopped using urinals.
Are you pee shy?
I'm really not, but I don't like having somebody that close to me. You know what I mean? And they're always taller than me, and they're taller than the fucking barrier, and it's just
So, like,
what are
their
you
dick
looking
is
at?
closer to your face. You're like, I don't like this.
Or they're just like, hey, nice dick. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, like, thank you. But,
You're like, thank you.
but I don't know. I just like, if there's an open stall, I'm gonna use
So you
the
just
stall.
go in a stall? Is that
Yeah.
weird? Is that, like, weird?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Is there an etiquette in men's bathrooms?
Yeah.
What is it? Can you tell me?
Okay. If there are 3 urinals, if you go into the bathroom and there are 3 urinals, okay?
Yeah.
If you're the first person in there and you take the middle urinal, you go straight to hell. Like, that's what happens. You go straight to hell. You either take the left
Second
or
circle
you
of
take
hell
the
to be
right.
specific.
So I say I take the left urinal. Cool. Did my job. Next guy comes in. If that next guy takes that urinal next to me when there's an open urinal, one down,
Yeah.
legally I get to stab him. Like, that's how that works. I legally get to stab him and say, why are you doing the things that you do in life?
Why? Are you that close? Are you really that scared of having another man's
No,
dick near
this
you?
is everybody. This is every man. You do not stand next to another man in a urinal unless it's the only open urinal.
What if he's your friend?
That's different.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is strangers specifically.
Then you
All right.
then you use the same urinal, and then it's a game. So, but yeah. So like if there's like 2 guys at the urinal, I'm just like fuck it, using the stall. So going, but
You just don't want to be near other guys while you're peeing?
yeah, or if it's somebody I don't like, I'm like I don't like you. I'm gonna.
That's so interesting.
And there's splashback in a urinal sometimes, and you don't like that depending on what you're wearing. It's like
It splashes back on you?
sometimes depends how close you are. How do I really need to go into this?
Yeah, no, this is really interesting. Well, I know that because like sometimes when I pee, like it's a really hefty stream. I'm just like, here
Yeah,
it is, waterfall, motherfucker. But other times it's just like, all right, I'm gonna let it drizzle out. So like I can't imagine, and like I'm hovering over it, so I don't have to
Yeah.
worry. I mean, sometimes no. Like you really don't have to worry about it as a woman. So like I can't imagine like having to worry about getting pee on my clothes.
Sometimes it splashes back. You don't aim right. So women always say, "Why do you miss the toilet bowl?" You know what I mean? Like you can aim where you pee.
Yeah.
That is not always true. There have been many times where I go into the bathroom to pee, dick in hand, and it's pointed where it should be pointed, and then for some reason only known to God, it shoots off at a 45-degree angle on like the back of the toilet and the wall, and you're like, what the fuck is that about? Seriously.
All right, now this might be too personal, but like, does that happen when you're in like the morning?
Oh, when I have a boner?
Yeah.
No, because I don't usually pee right away when if I do have a morning wood. I'm not gonna go piss.
Well,
right away,
no, I guess
because it hurts.
Now listen, if a woman ever says that, just be like, well, why do you pee on your leg sometimes? Because all women pee on their leg sometimes.
Yeah,
like we are hovered, our legs are spread. There's not like.
Yeah, you guys are.
It
gross.
shouldn't go astray, but it just like shoots out the side and goes down your leg, and you're like, God damn it! Now I gotta wipe my fucking leg too. So
in college, when we were in the Owl's Nest dorms,
yeah,
they I think halfway through the year they switched. So the girls had the guys' bathroom and the guys had the girls' bathroom. Cause
yeah,
one was
they did
upstairs,
that in
one
our
was
dorms
downstairs.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it would be fair. And when we got the bathrooms back from the girls, we're like, what were you guys doing? Like, it was just bad.
What do you mean? What was bad about
It was just dirty. It
Oh,
just seemed
makeup,
like nobody
dude. Makeup.
took care of anything. Of course, I can't say much because one of the dudes like ripped off the entire bathroom stall door.
What?
From one of the stalls. Like, how mad do you have to be?
My God, how would you even? Why would you? Okay, now how many attempts would you have to rip a door off a hinge before you just gave up?
Me?
Like if you were enraged and you're like, I'm gonna fucking rip this door off the hinge, and you didn't get it in the first go, how many more tries would you go until you just stopped?
0. I would try once and be like, well, this door is tougher than I am, and then I'm gonna stop.
I feel like the person who would rip a stall off a door would do it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like
they're
just
just
keep
big.
going. Like it's like one of those like drunk people Instagrams where he just like is like fucking trying to pull a door off a hinge, and he's just so mad, and then he's like mad that he can't fucking get it off the hinge. Oh, it just goes forever. I love that shit. That's so funny. Like, people calm the fuck down. You don't need to rip a door off a hinge. What is that solving?
Men
Christ.
do some weird shit.
This beer is super... There's so much sediment in the bottom of this beer. Do you see that?
Wow. Holy shit.
Is that another thing? Like a sediment? Like, all right, have you had... So, I don't know if this makes sense to fucking anyone else, but a black IPA. Have you had a black IPA?
Don't believe so.
All right. Every black IPA I have ever had, it has a sedimenty taste. It tastes like that's the only way I know how to. All right, please, if anyone knows, like if anyone understands what I'm trying to say when I say it has a sedimenty taste. Like that's the mouthfeel that a black IPA has, is sediment. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Don't laugh at me, Robbie. This is what I mean. Like I'm trying to really relate back to our main topic. Okay, we took a detour.
No, it's okay.
I'm bringing us back. Sediment. That's the only way I know how to describe it. It's like a clay, like sedimenty taste. Like if you see water like settling after like really fine sand has been kicked up, like that look in your mouth. That's what it tastes like.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, all right.
The way you're saying it just sounds. I don't want to say it. That's it. I'm not gonna say it. Okay.
Tell me,
On
Robbie.
to the next flavor notes.
Ah, damn it.
Let's see. One we hear a lot. We don't need to go too deep into some of these. Fruity, floral, dried fruit, stone fruit. I hear stone fruit a lot.
All right.
I still don't know what the fuck that is.
Is stone fruit like an actual fruit?
Yeah, I think it's something.
So, like, could you describe a beer as like a stone fruit taste if it wasn't brewed with stone fruit?
I think I hear that for whiskeys as well. I think I hear it anyway.
Is stone fruit like a type of fruit, like
okay,
pears
yeah.
and apples?
Yeah, we're just
Or
retarded. It says stone fruit, a fruit with flesh or pulp enclosing a stone, such as a peach, plum, or cherry.
Yeah.
Okay.
See? Okay, so they're
Why
like...
didn't we think of that?
Well, we just did, sir. We just needed a minute to process. Like, what the fuck is stone fruit? We're drunk. It's fine.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
if I'm going to describe something as, it tastes like cherries, I'm going to say it tastes like fucking cherries.
I'm gonna describe it as the specific like fruit. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is stone fruit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, this tastes like a fucking orange. Like,
That's not a stone fruit, but yeah.
well, what's a stone fruit? A peach?
A peach, a plum, a cherry. I just said it.
Shut the
so
fuck up,
clearly,
Robbie.
clearly
Alright.
we did need to know.
All right. Well, Listen, you said pulp and it is compassed, okay? A fucking orange has pulp and it's encompassed.
Okay. No,
Thank you.
Yeah, but it said...
That's what you said. It's recorded. It's on record.
A fruit with flesh or pulp enclosing a stone. I read that part.
Oh, a
I know
pit.
that
So it
much.
has to have a pit.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Robbie. Why didn't you just
That's what
say
I
a
said.
pit?
I'm reading the definition.
I wasn't listening. I'm a bad listener. Okay,
know.
so yeah, I'm going to be like, this is a peachy taste, not this is a stone fruit taste. That's what I imagine a beer snob sounds like. This is a stone fruit.
Yeah, like the Brew Pub. They have peachy keen. I'm not going to say, oh, this tastes like stone fruit. Like, no, it tastes like peaches, bitch. Like,
yeah, that's a bad descriptor. That's a douchebag descriptor. Can we give that a douchebag? That gets
douchebag.
That gets 1 hop on the rating of 1 to 5 hops.
That's what we should start doing. Wow, I'm gonna write that shit down. Hold on. Hop scale.
Wait, are we gonna rate our beers on hop scales?
Yes, hop scale. Why the fuck didn't we do this before?
Robbie, we should get drunk together more often. I like this.
A 1 to 5 hop scale. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Obviously.
I would give the beer I'm drinking a 4.1.
We are idiots. Idiots.
No, we're
something
getting
so
the hang of
fucking
it.
simple. I'm like, why didn't we think about it? Kind of mad. I'm mad that I didn't think of that. I thought of everything else, but I can't think of this shit.
Robbie, it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Are you supposed to drink the sediment at the bottom of the beers? It makes me a little nervous.
I wouldn't. I'm sure it tastes like shit.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't look gross, but they're like big. It's like kind of chunky.
Yeah.
It's not like a clay. It's more like a gravel, but like a light gravel.
Sometimes
like very fine gravel. I don't think I want to drink it, Robbie.
Then don't. I don't care. Why are you talking to me about it? I don't give a shit.
I don't know. I needed a pep talk on this.
I already watched you eat some veggie chicken. That's enough for today.
Listen to me, Robbie, okay? Just because I eat vegetarian chicken patties, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to buy like real chicken patties because real chicken patties are made with like fucking weird chicken that's been like kept in a whatever. Animal rights. I don't care what you think about me. The chicken patties that I buy, they heat up in like 5 fucking seconds. They soak up a shit ton of flavor. It has low sodium, high protein. I don't give a shit. I don't care that it's not real chicken. I just want the flavor.
Get a chicken breast, pound it out, put a little breading
This is what
on
I'm saying to you. I don't have the time to get a fucking chicken breast out.
You have plenty of time. You have plenty of time to do that.
When?
During all your free time.
I don't have any free time. I'm always doing something. I'm literally always doing something.
You're busy because you choose to be busy.
Yeah, because
work,
pounding
I understand. Work, I understand. Everything else is your own fault. You do.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
That's a problem. I'm listening.
Going to the bar and getting a drink with a beautiful girl is much more important to me than fucking pounding out a chicken breast. Okay?
Are you serious? Cooking is amazing.
Listen, when I have the time to cook, I cook amazing meals. I love cooking, okay? But lately, I've been a little stressed out, and I just want to go out and have some fun because I don't want to be here in my apartment. I just haven't had the time, Robbie. All right? I don't give a shit what you say. I don't give a shit what you say.
If Kate Hudson was knocking at my door, and then I had some I have some chicken that I'm gonna fry up, make some fried chicken, I'd be like, oh, Kate Hudson, you're gonna have to wait.
Robbie, that's the biggest lie in the entire universe, and you know it.
No, it's not. If Emma Watson showed up, I'd be like, hey, come in with me, and we'll cook up some fried chicken together and make it sexy. But Kate Hudson, I'm like,
if Kate Hudson came to your door, you wouldn't be like, eat some chicken with me. Get the fuck out of here. That's a loaded crock. Let's have a poll. Who thinks Emma Watson is
hotter than Kate Hudson?
Who's hotter, Emma Watson or Kate Hudson? I'm on Emma Watson's side, so.
Yeah, especially now.
Especially now?
Kate Hudson's kind of downhill.
Did you just
Look her up.
Wow, was that some age prejudice right there?
Fuck no. Are you kidding me?
Her social status has dropped, so you're not as interested?
You know who I saw recently without makeup on? The Olsen sister that plays in the Marvel movies.
Are there only two
There's
Olsen
3.
sisters? Mary Kate and Ashley?
Oh, there's 3, dum-dum.
What?
It's Mary Kate, Ashley, and then their younger sister. She plays Scarlet Witch on all the new Marvel movies.
I don't fucking watch movies, Robbie.
God, you're so dumb. Whatever the Olsen sister is there. Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth? Oh, is she cute?
Yeah, but I saw her without makeup and she is not cute.
Is that because you saw her with makeup first?
But like crazy drastic change from no makeup to makeup.
Yeah, but like movie stars like have very good makeup artists. Like you can't expect them to look like that without makeup. Like,
no.
have you seen Ellen?
Totally
Ellen on her show looks fucking great.
She looks like trash outside.
I know, she looks so tired. She looks very tired. I love Ellen. Ellen, I love you. I'm so sorry if you ever hear this. I love you so much.
Trying to save them dumb gorillas.
I need another beer, dude.
I need another beer too.
All right, beer break.
It's time for a beer break.
Yeah, intro here. In my intro, I mean beer break.
While Robbie and Lauren are getting a new beer, let's take this time to remind all you out there that you can follow us on all our social media platforms, such as on Instagram @TheBrewInterviews or Twitter @BrewInterviews. And if you have any questions or suggestions for the show, contact them at thebrewinterviews@gmail.com. Now, back to the show.
And we are back from a beer break. I kept the same beer. Did you get a different one?
Yeah, I did, because I can't. All I have in my refrigerator right now are like specialty beers, and I don't want to like have 2 specialty beers per episode. So I had 2 bottles of the Finest Kind IPA from Smutty Nose Brewing Company.
It's good stuff.
Which is local. It's in Northampton. I don't know what their deal is, because they were like bankrupt and going out of business, but they're still producing and distributing. So I don't know what happened.
Somebody bought them.
Oh, they did? I don't know. Like, who did?
I talked to Alex, because I think she's in the area. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to her, and she said somebody had bought them.
Oh, good. They make really good beer. I was like really sad to see them go. Like,
yeah.
it was a little bit crushing when I heard that they went bankrupt. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because I think, like, in the first episode, I was saying like how good their brewery tour was. Like, it felt like a genuine beer company. You know what I mean? Like, they were good people doing good things with good beer. So
yeah,
I'm happy that they're gonna continue that. Plus, this guy on the label reminds me of Alan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably has more
I'm having
teeth,
dinner with them next weekend. It'll be fun. I had to
weekend?
change my plans. Yeah, I was gonna have dinner with her Friday, but
So we could have done this Friday? You bitch.
no, I can't do it Friday because I had to change that plan so I could do. I had to do something else.
Tinder date?
What?
Tinder
No,
date?
I'm going camping with Carrie.
Flaking out on plans.
No, but we made plans for the next weekend, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. All right, now
Push
Robbie,
them off.
I have a serious question for you. Are you ready?
No.
What is the most obscure object you've ever used to open a beer bottle with?
Obscure?
Yeah, like people can open like beer bottles with like other beer bottles or like with their teeth. Ugh, fucking disgusting. Don't do that, people. The dental bills are ridiculous.
I've done the dollar bill.
A dollar bill? Do you fold it like in a triangle? I want to try that.
Not a triangle. You could just fold
Well,
it a bunch.
into like a sturdy edge.
Dollar bill. Yeah, I've used another beer bottle. Nothing crazy. I don't really care. I don't know. I have an actual opener, so.
Well, I need to be able to take the bottle cap off without bending it, so I can craft with them. But my friends can like, they hold the beer bottle a certain way, like one beer bottle hooked under another, and they hold it behind them and they kick up with one of their feet and like kick the bottom bottle and it pops the top off the other bottle. It's really fucking cool, and I can't figure out how to do it, and it's really like, I really want that as a party trick.
I saw, was it Sammy was doing it, right?
Yeah, Sammy. It's really
videos.
cool. I try it every time I have like 2 beer bottles or I'm like trying to open a beer for another person. I'm like, this is going to look ridiculous, but I need to practice. So like, I'm going to do that. But it never works. I was with my parents who should have a fucking bottle opener, but they don't. And I didn't have a lighter because I was with my parents. But we were at a concert and I had like these beer bottles I needed to open. So I told them to give me their Easy Pass, and I popped the top off my beer with their Easy Pass.
Yeah, why not?
Or one time I went to Beaver Street Market because it was right down the road from my house. And on the way home, I was like, oh shit, I really want a beer. But I was walking and I didn't have anything to open it with. And all of the the utility poles on that street have a shit ton of nails on them from like yard sale signs and stuff. So I just popped the top off on a nail. It was great because I needed to drink a beer on the way back to the house, obviously.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like I can open a beer with just about... Oh, I've opened a beer with a chapstick before. That was really fun.
I think I have seen that too, actually.
Yeah. I'm really good at opening beers with things that aren't actual openers. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at like the aromas and all that stuff. It's in a wheel.
So you keep spinning it until you get something good?
Yeah. Well, no.
Right.
It's stationary, so I have to like turn my head to see what the fuck I'm looking at.
All right, well, what's the next one?
The next one on our list. Sweet and toasty.
Sweet and toasty. Oh, I would imagine a lager would be sweet and toasty.
Yeah. Lagers, stouts.
Yeah, stouts. Maybe
Caramel.
a brown ale. I could imagine a brown ale would be sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet and toasty combined, like it has to be both.
It says sweet toasty and dry toasty.
Maybe a cream ale? Do you think a cream ale would be sweet and toasty?
Could be.
I don't really drink. I'm like experimenting with these drinks on beers that I don't drink. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, I bet this beer that I've never really gotten a taste for tastes like this. But like I don't think I like those tastes in my beer. Like those are tastes that I want in an alcohol, like a hard liquor. Like sweet and toasty, like a Frangelica or something like that.
Like a Frangelica.
Yeah, like that's what I would imagine sweet and toasty. And like if I got a beer that was like sweet and toasty, like they're different. Like so it wouldn't be what I expected it to be.
What about papery?
Papery? I feel like a dry beer would be papery.
Papery.
Like
meaty?
like maybe a sour. I feel like maybe a sour that was like aged in like a Chardonnay barrel or something would be papery. Because you would have, or maybe not Chardonnay. Well, yeah, like a cab barrel, because that's like a drier wine, and like I feel like a beer would pick up like dry notes from that. I could be like pulling this shit out of my ass, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a beer that's aged in something would be like a papery beer because it would pick up like a drier note.
Yeah.
If I'm right on, people, please tell me. Feed my ego.
You're not.
I like it.
Meaty.
See, that's
Meaty.
I think that when I say like I describe beers when I drink them as like a full mouth feel. Like that's
full,
like maybe
full mouth
that
of
would
meat.
be like it just like makes your mouth like it's not juicy but like it's like a full like it's full.
Just like full of meat.
No, but like if you drink
It's
a
like
pale ale like opposed to a hazy like ale, like that taste, like that crisp taste is replaced with like a full taste.
Just a meaty full in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. Wait. I want to look at my book. I got a beer log review book. I want to see if it says anything about meaty.
About meaty. Okay, I will
For
Google.
mouthfeel.
I'll Google meaty. See what comes up.
For mouthfeel, it has body, which is the weight or the beer feel light, crisp, thick, or heavy. So like thick is what I would like portray for like meaty. And then it has carbonation, which is the beer fizzy and lively in the mouth, medium, soft, or flat. Or
There's so many innuendos.
Or astringency. Does your mouth feel crisp and refreshed, or is there a distinctly bitter, malty, or yeasty aftertaste? So I think that I would describe like a malty taste as like meaty, maybe, because like it's a thicker.
It's possible.
Oh, and then there's a finish.
I don't.
The last
don't read
thing.
It. Don't
what?
read it. Don't read it.
I'm gonna.
We gotta
read
move
it.
on. We gotta move on. I don't want to
No.
hear about your meat in your mouth anymore.
Well, we're talking about it. I think that we needed to cover all our bases.
There's a bunch of bases that we haven't covered yet. Anyway.
All right, here we are.
I mean,
Let's go.
We got an alcoholic taste, plastic, medicinal, metallic.
Oh, metallic.
Spicy,
I hate.
herbal, floral, sugary.
Can we talk about metallic beers?
Yeah.
or alcohol-y. So there's a brewery in Brattleboro, Vermont, McNeil's, I think.
Yeah, we went to that one.
Yeah, that was one that you, me, and Allie went to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's all coming back to me. Oh, and then we went to the Whetstone.
Yep.
That was the other one. Yep. They have good burgers, but they always have good beers on tap if you're ever in the Brattleboro area. So anyways, McNeil's, all of their beers had that alcohol-y taste. Every fucking single one of them.
Where did we get the growlers from?
We got the growlers at McNeil's because and I was actually talking to somebody else about this who had been to this bar or this brewery, and she was saying, yeah, all of their beers fucking suck except 2 that they brew a year. The one that we got in our growlers and like one in the fall. She's like, other than that, and I was talking to the bartender too, so like this is, multiple people have this opinion. They brew too many beers to stay consistent. Like when we went there were like 20 beers on tap.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And they're constantly like only like 5 of them were like full-time beers. All of the rest of them were beers that they were just like consistently changing out. Like they were just brewing too much to like create a formula that made a really good beer.
Makes sense.
Because if you're brewing like 16 beers, you don't have time to like pay attention and focus on one, which makes sense. That way, like they're like, oh, we have to put like these have to be alcohol because that's what people drink, and like that's really the vibe you get from that bar, because it was like kind of old and like it was like a Panucci kind of vibe, you know, like we've been here forever. They're just like, we need to produce beer, which makes sense as to why it was alcohol-y, because they're just like, this is alcohol, you know. Because I fucking hate that. I hate when I taste, like, when I drink a beer, like, I don't want to taste alcohol. Like, that's why I drink hard liquor.
Well, that's how I judge a whiskey. If I can taste that alcohol-y bite, I'm like, oh, you're out. Like, you're automatically out.
Yeah, like, I shouldn't drink a beer and, like, taste, like, that alcohol bite. Like, I don't, like, I'm sure other people like that, but, like, that's not something I look for in a beer. If I taste that, I'm like, ugh. And I feel like IPAs are sometimes, like, right on that edge because they're also, like, really bitter. Like, they have that bite that, like, alcohol has, but it's different. Yeah.
There were some Belgians, like, high alcohol percentage Belgians.
Yeah.
That had that.
Oh, see, well, I don't drink Belgians. But...
And they were, like, syrupy. Like, it was crazy.
See, I think that would be my worst fucking nightmare. A fucking alcohol-y Belgian. If but anyone ever... Yeah, but listen, I don't like Belgians. I don't like them.
Just the people?
No, Belgians, the humans, are fantastic. I hope we have a listener from there by now. But, like, no, that would be my worst nightmare.
Lauren hates Belgian people.
No, shut the fuck up, Robbie.
Got it. I got it. You told me to write it down. I'm writing it down.
No.
Lauren hates Belgians! ! I mean, I think it's not fair, but yeah, keep going.
You're an asshole. Huh. I'm just saying an alcoholic Belgian white beer.
So you don't like white alcoholic Belgians. Got it. Got it. White alcoholic Belgians.
God damn it, Robbie, I hate you. I think that would just be the worst thing in the whole world. That's where I stand.
White Belgians. Got it.
All right, give me another one.
Let's do one more.
Wait, going back to meaty real quick. So, like,
no, we're done with meaty.
Oh.
We're done with meaty.
All right.
We are done with meat.
Amen.
No meaty mouthfeel around here.
Ew.
That's how not gay I am. I don't even buy meaty beers.
Yeah, me either.
That was my impression of a guy from Alabama.
Yeah, that was really good. That was spot on.
Yeah, thank you. Let's do one more pungent.
Pungent. So I feel like pungent and like dank might correlate a little bit. No, like a dank beer, like that, like it's like skunky, but like thicker skunky. You know what I mean?
I guess.
I definitely just drank the pulp out of that first beer. I don't want to. I need to move my glass. Yikes. Pungent, I think would be like a. I don't know. I'm a little bit torn on this topic, Robbie. This is a good one to end on. Oh shit. Okay, so pungent is like yucky. So
yucky. No, it doesn't.
Well,
Pungent just means the aroma is super, super strong, and you can kind of smell it from like a distance almost. Like that, like wow, that beer is pungent. Like it breaks through my nose.
Now if I say the word pungent, what is the first thing that pops in your head?
Just a strong smell.
Yeah, but like what kind of strong smell? Like what image does it put in your head?
Nothing besides a strong smell. Like it just kind of like, oh, that's pungent.
Like a thick smell?
Well, yeah, because that's kind of what it would be. I mean, it's a hearty
All right,
smell.
so do you think that like thick beers are pungent, or do you think that like
no,
like
all beers are different?
I feel like pungent would just be like a really bitter beer.
Nah, I don't think so.
Or do you think it would be like Belgians? Because like I think
No.
that like a weedy beer is like fish water, and like yucky fish could be pungent. You know what I mean?
It doesn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anything can be pungent. My IPA could be pungent. That fucking stout could be pungent. You know what I mean? Like it has nothing to do with the type of beer. It just depends how it's brewed and what's brewed with it.
Yeah, but I want to associate pungent with a specific kind of beer.
You don't have to. That's the thing.
But I want to, Robbie. That's my human nature trying to put things in boxes. All right. So is this a smell or a taste?
I would say smell, aroma.
All right. So if a beer is really like aromatic, like it could be pungent.
Is aromatic a word?
Aromatic? I don't know. I feel like saying aromatic is like...
Aromatic is not
aromatic.
a word.
Aromatic. That's a word.
Nope.
Aromatic is a word.
Nope, it's aromatic.
Fine. Fuck you. Whatever. It's my New England accent.
Did you mean atomic?
English is my first language. It's fine. Whatever. The like... how aromatic it is. Like if a beer is really aromatic, like...
Fuck me for using the correct pronunciation of a word.
If a beer is really aromatic, like, does that mean it's pungent?
To me, yeah.
All right. I can get behind that. So any beer could be pungent as long as it's really aromatic.
I guess. It's all personal. That's
You're
why
like...
I hate. That's why I hate tasting shit. When like wine connoisseurs and like wine tasters and all that shit, they're like, "Oh, this has a blah 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 taste," and stuff like that. I'm like, bitch, that's because you say it does. Like, it could taste totally different to me. That's why some people like broccoli and some people don't like broccoli. Like, it's just like...
But that's what I like. That's what I like about tasting, is like everyone tastes things differently.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But when you put it on a piece of paper and say, you should buy this because it has this taste, like, no, I'm going to taste it.
That's why I like apps like Beer Advocate or like Untapped, because everyone can just say what they think. And like you can scroll through and like some people have, like there's a lot of people that say the same thing, but then there are people that are like, oh, well, I think it tastes like this. Because like then you can really get an idea like, okay, well, like this is probably what it's going to taste like to me, but like I'm not going to be surprised if it tastes like this.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the community. The beer community is great, guys. You're all fantastic.
Sometimes. There's some people I wouldn't rather talk to, but yeah, I understand.
Listen, I like beer. I like people that drink beer. There are some people that are just a little too snobbish about it. Learn your social kits. I'm gonna just...
As she takes another sip of beer.
Yeah. Learn... Oh my god, why can't I talk? Learn your social skills. Motherfucker,
Some sense of decorum.
This is a blooper right here.
Bloopers. Stop calling them bloopers.
What are they?
Outtakes. God, we're not fucking
This
Bob
is...
Saget.
Bob Saget. This is an outtake. All right, listen. People, learn your social cues. There it is.
Still struggle with it. Still
I
struggle
can't.
with it.
I got a text as soon as I said it.
Let's just move on to our next topic here.
Listen, learn your social... I can't say it.
Nope, because we're going to move on to our next topic anyway.
Yep.
So it's not so much as a topic as I was drunk and I had some like thoughts. I just have thoughts. And I was like, I'm going to start writing these things down because some wackadoo shit goes through my head a lot of days.
I do that sometimes too, and then I look back at them and I'm like, oh, I'm so brilliant.
This one makes sense though.
Yeah, no, literally. I was like, one of them I look back on and it was like, make a jumpy house, like a bouncy house, but like have a dick on top of it with a hand so it looks like it's jerking it off and wrench it out to bridal parties. Like that.
No. So yeah, don't write your shit down. For the betterment of humanity, don't write what you think. So I was doing what a lot of guys do, and some girls, and
Were you jerking off?
well, not yet, but there was some porn involved.
I
and
love it.
I thought about porn, and I was drunk, and I kept thinking about porn, and then I kept thinking about our podcast, and I'm like, how come you don't see porn websites sponsoring or advertising on podcasts or YouTube channels? Do they have Patreons? Do they have things like this? And I understand the answer is most likely no, because it's the one thing in the world that doesn't need to advertise. It has its audience locked down, which is everybody.
Yes. Whether you admit it or not, like, everyone masturbates.
Yeah.
Like, you might not watch porn, or you watch and you feel guilty. There's no reason to. Okay, like, that's a perfectly natural thing. People, liberate yourselves. Masturbate. It's okay. But because of the stigma of the porn industry, which is perfectly healthy, if a podcast were sponsored by porn, people would be less likely to listen to it because, like, porn is taboo.
But I don't even think that. I just don't think they care because they don't need to care.
Oh,
They're not
they
gonna
absolutely don't need to care. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I type Pornhub in my phone, like, every night. It's fine.
Like, they just don't need to. You just be like, oh, you want to watch Pornhub? Yeah, Pornhub.
Although there's like a whole thing in the porn industry about like Pornhub and like RedTube and like all those kind of porn hosting sites. They're all owned by the same person, and they like it's terrible because they're like trying to take over the porn industry, and like the porn stars aren't like, this sounds something to be like, you're laughing because like I'm talking about porn star rights, like porn star rights, like it's the same as like a movie star industry. Like the men like don't have to fucking worry about it because they're just walking around with their dicks, but like chicks are like, listen, I'm fucking swell. Like,
let's not go into a political rant about porn stars and getting equal pay and shit like that. Like,
all right,
that's not what these thoughts were about.
I'm sorry.
These were just thoughts.
You set me off on a topic. I'm just saying, like,
God.
Pay for your porn if you have the means to do so, because like equal rights for porn stars.
Porn's also free everywhere, so.
Yeah, but like you could pay for the good stuff. Go listen to the Guys We Fuck podcast. Find the one about porn. There's a couple of them. Just fucking listen to them. I don't have the energy to look that shit up. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
So my next thought that I had was also about porn because it was on the same night. And when I realized what porn essentially is.
Same night? Were you going round two?
No. What porn essentially is for men spending 45 minutes just to find the right video to jerk off to, and then only spending 2 minutes actually viewing the video itself. And then
Robbie.
I thought, I spend less time deciding on a full-length movie to watch at the theaters that I pay for and sit the entirety through than I do trying to decide on a porn video.
I never thought of it like that. You're so right. I spend less time, and I am a very indecisive person. I will say this up front to anyone. I am bad at decisions because I don't care. So like, I'm like, and then I just want to watch things about food because I like food, but then like I just want to watch Broad City because like badass bitches and feminism, and then I'm like, you know what, Undercover Bosses looks good too, but Will and Grace, I need to stamp on my gay pop culture, even though it's like 20 years old. It's fine, but like that takes me less time than finding a porn to watch.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why I like Pornhub, because like if you touch the video and like scroll up, it like shows you like a little bit, and you're like, you're right, I do want to watch that one. But then you scroll down a little bit more, you're like, oh shit, I want to watch this one too. So then it makes me even more indecisive.
Save.
I'm already like done by the time I find a video.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people out there just won't admit it that they do this.
No, all right. What
I
I
think
just
it's
said
hilarious.
is everyone's dilemma.
Yeah,
People need to stop being so fucking self-conscious about sex. Like, it's a thing. People do it. It's fine.
Don't
like
get
religion,
political
like
with this.
Like, people, we all have needs. You need to masturbate. Masturbation is healthy and important, and your life will be so much better for it. Trust me. I sound like a fucking, like, I don't even care. I don't care. Fuck the patriarchy.
Good. Stop saying that. Fuck you.
I know. Sorry,
It's got nothing to do with the patriarchy.
I love you. It's fine.
What was I gonna say? Now I forgot what I was gonna say because he kept rambling about nothing.
Porn. I was talking about porn.
So like when girls say, "Oh, why is he jerking off to porn?" You know, I have sex with him, blah blah blah. I'm like, you could have sex with the guy 6 days out of the week, okay? Guess what he's doing on that 7th day?
Jerking off.
Jerking off.
Obviously.
That's, I mean, like deal with it. Like when girls are like, "Oh, when he jerks off to porn, it's like he's cheating on me." That's absurd.
That
That's
is not.
absurd.
Listen, masturbation with porn is so much different than having sex with a partner. They are two separate things. Women, listen, you walk around, you see a hot guy with like a tie, his perfect haircut, he's like really buff, and you're like, yeah, I'd bang him. Like, that's basically the equivalent of like a guy jerking off to like porn. Like, it's not. The two are not connected. Like, don't feel bad if your partner is like jerking off to porn. Like, that's fine. Like, that's okay. That's healthy. Like, if it keeps your sex life like going, like, don't fucking complain.
Yeah. Or if things aren't happening between you two, like, maybe that's your fault. Like, what, he has to do this because he needs some kind of release. You know what I mean?
But like that's not why he's doing it.
No, but I mean that could be. You know what I mean? Like. So you just don't want.
Robbie,
you're
not reassuring our listeners at all here.
You just don't want to see it from the guy's point of view. That's your problem.
Well, no, like I was married, but I would still like get off to porn. Like I didn't mean that I liked her any less, but like sometimes like she wasn't in the mood when I was, so I was like, I'm gonna just do this.
So sometimes it's their fault. You know what I mean?
Listen, that goes deeper. That's a relationship issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. I'm not saying it's a man-woman thing. I'm saying it's a relationship thing.
Robbie, I feel like we're coming at this from two different points of views.
Yeah, and I'm right, so it's okay.
No. Listen, I'm trying to liberate our listeners, and you're just like, God. He's cheating on you.
No, I said he's not. I said the total opposite.
All right.
You're making shit up now.
Yep.
I'm just gonna edit your voice out. So it's just me talking and just saying my point of view. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, you're the worst. I'm gonna edit this episode. You just wait. It's gonna be a feminist rant.
God.
Just all go porn and masturbation.
I was agreeing with you.
Good. Well, I think you were just saying it in the man's perspective that I can't understand, and I was saying it in my perspective that you don't understand. Oh. I'm just the idiot here.
I'm a man. Fine. I understand every point.
Oh, fuck you, Robbie.
And the last thought I had with this whole porn thing,
I love it. Keep throwing it at me.
I don't know if girls do this. I doubt it, but trusting one porn site over another.
That's why I said Pornhub. Like, I used to watch. I don't know a lot of porn sites because I'm like really scared to like explore because I don't know what's out there. I don't know. So the only porn sites I've ever used are RedTube and Pornhub.
And that's what doesn't make sense to me. It's like, why would you trust one sketchy site over another sketchy site? Because Pornhub's sketchy. It's just sketchy. It's porn. It's sketchy.
Oh, well, listen.
Those are the rules.
The only reason I use Pornhub over RedTube is because when I click on the video, it shows me a little bit of it. RedTube doesn't do that. I don't want to waste my time like clicking through videos. I'm like, this isn't what I want. And I'm like scrolling through. I'm like, this isn't gonna do it for me. So I'm very picky with my porn. So
I drunkenly wrote a script of like conversations I have heard before between two guys about porn sites.
Oh my God! Please tell me right now.
This is the script I wrote. One guy talking to another. It's just 2 lines. I'll play man number 1 and man number 2. Man number 1, dude. I just found this new porn website and it's totally safe, virus free. It's called titties and moretitties.com. Check it out. Man number 2, no, bro, don't go there. It's full of bad shit. You need to go to my website. www.midgetgangbang.org. I've never had any issues with that one. And it's end scene. And it's like, that's the kind of conversation I hear. And it's like, wait, why would you trust titties less over midgetgangbang.org? Like, what's the... These are things that happen.
Would you rather watch a gangbang or just like see a bunch of bouncing titties?
Is it a midget gangbang?
It's any gangbang you want.
If it's a midget gangbang, yeah, hell yeah, I'm watching that shit.
Is that a thing?
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm 100% searching that tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spank off to it, but I'm gonna watch it for comedic value.
Sometimes I'm just like curious, like I'll just like surf around and be like, people like this? Like, I don't understand. Like, there's some things that I'm just like, listen, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. There's some things that I'm just like, I can't do this. Like, this isn't something that I can be happy about doing this with. So I don't understand how other people can like that. I just don't get it.
Yeah. You just feel like gross, like you have to take a shower after
yeah,
watching
I'm just
it.
like and sometimes when I'm done exploring, I'm like, I really need to shower before I go to bed. Like, I don't feel good about what I just saw.
Yeah, makes no sense.
Wow.
It's
amazing what, like, how little things disturb us in, like, normal life, as opposed to, like, our weird, like, porn searches disturb us.
Yeah.
Like, that's how taboo, like, sexuality is. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Like, we can just, like, watch people be blown up and, like, murdered on TV and, like, not have any effect, but, like, a guy sticking his dick in a girl's butt, we're just like, whoa! No!
That is totally normal, and every girl should be up for that. But, no.
Like,
what you
everyone
said was,
should
like,
explore that. Like, men should really explore things being stuck up their butts, too, because, like, your
Girls'
prostate is
butthole?
right there. That's, like, your pleasure zone. Like, don't be ashamed of having, like, something up your butt. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Pegging is totally normal.
Hey, Lauren, shut your dirty mouth. You're offending our listeners.
I'm absolutely editing this episode. I call dibs.
I'll do it tonight. I don't give a shit. I got plenty of time left. What the fuck was I talking about?
Choosing one porn site over another.
No, but you said something. I'm all thrown off now, people. Lauren's talking about shoving things in my butt. I don't.
Sorry, Robbie. I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh, you were talking about how, like, certain porn disturbs people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But deaths and stuff on TV don't. People haven't seen real deaths on TV. It's fake.
Well,
and they know that.
Well, yeah, but, like, normal,
it's totally different.
Like, I understand that. Like, I'm like, okay, well, this isn't, like, somebody actually dying in front of me. But other people don't understand that.
What are you saying? Like,
they're just like, oh, like, that's what it's like. And they're just, like, very, like...
I don't think they do. I think they subconsciously are like, oh, it's a TV show. They don't think about it, but they know it's a TV show.
I don't know, Robbie. I feel like people, like...
I do.
Like, well, that's because we're smart. Like, we know... I mean, that sounded really bad, but, like, we are aware of our surroundings. Like, you and I are very aware people, but there are people out there who just, like, are not. Like, they're very numb to that kind of thing. And, like, porn is different because that's, like, not something that's shown around you all the time. Like, everything that you watch on TV, like, is, like... And not everything, but, like, there are a lot of crime shows out there that show, like, the scientific side of crime, and there are, like, action movies that show, like, people being blown up and stuff like that, and then there are, like, Hallmark movies where, like, oh, loved ones die. Like, there's...
What are you getting at?
There's death all around us, and, like, so we are so numb to that, but, like, there's no sex being shown anywhere. So, like, people are...
but if you showed them a real death, it would fuck them up.
Obviously.
I guarantee you.
Obviously.
That's what I'm saying, though. It goes against what you just said. Like,
no, but I'm saying is the same amount of access is provided to, like, porn sites, but, like, that's taboo, and, like, no one wants to talk about that because, like, it's not a topic that people talk about because it's not shown on mainstream media.
And it shouldn't.
Well, why not?
I don't want to see two random people fucking on the news.
Well, no, not on the news, but, like, you could show more, like, LGBT community on, like, normal TV shows. You know what I mean? It's not... I don't know.
So you want to see the insertion? Is that what you're getting at? You want to see P in the V.
No, but I'm saying you see
TV.
A lot more titties than you do dicks.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Everybody loves titties.
Why? Why is that okay?
Everybody loves titties. Would you rather see titties or dick?
Well, I'm gay. That doesn't count.
See? Exactly.
But, like...
I don't think girls even want to see dick.
No, but it would be more... It would be less taboo if, like, equal parts were shown all over the place.
Have you ever seen balls?
Yeah,
balls
they're gross, dude. Balls are just disgusting.
Are ugly. My balls are ugly. I look at them like, you guys are ugly.
Ew. I don't want to talk about it.
So, About my balls or just balls?
Balls in general are gross, dude. Listen, I have a strap on it, and a couple of the pieces have have balls, and
Edit
I've had
this
girls
out.
be like, I don't want to use that. And I'm like, I don't fucking blame you.
Why would a strap-on have balls?
It stays in the holster better, honestly.
Yeah, but they could have made it anything.
Well, it makes it
But
look
balls.
it makes it look like a real dick, and then it stays in the holster
But the
better.
whole point, you don't want a real dick.
No, the whole point is that it's attached to a woman, and we have different emotional connections than we do male connection than like they do with males. I don't know. All I know is that I just like pounding a chick with a strap on. It makes me feel really powerful
Oh
and
my
good about myself.
God. Yeah, welcome to manhood.
I know.
All right, I think that's enough about porn.
All right, good topic, Robbie. I liked it.
Woo, we getting heated over here. Now we just gotta think of a name to call this episode.
Dear God, what did we get ourselves
Yeah.
into? I'm gonna.
Strap-ons with the ball sack? Question mark. This podcast is not so much about beer, but it is like,
We talk about sex a lot. I think. I think that's healthy. I think it's okay.
I don't know. This is maybe like the second time.
We talk about pussy a lot in our first episode.
Couple times.
Well, I'm not mad about it. I really like that word.
So for the next episode, now that we're done talking about porn, I have a challenge for you.
For me?
For you.
Oh my God, I'm so... Listen, my trivia team last night, we won fucking second place, and I feel like I'm on fire. Bring it on.
No, it's not that kind
Oh,
of challenge.
damn it.
But you're probably still going to hate it equally. For the next episode, episode 8, instead of one of your fancy, expensive beers, I am challenging you to find a beer, like maybe it can be a single beer or it can be like a 6-pack or whatever,
Okay.
for as cheap as you can get.
So the cheapest 6-pack in the grocery store.
Convenience store, whatever it may be.
All right, there's a convenience store that I've been... Oh, fuck, I just spilled my seltzer water all over my leg.
Oh.
All right.
Quality production here, folks.
Damn it. All right. So, go to the convenience store that I've been wanting to stop in, find the cheapest 6-pack, buy it, and that's what I drink.
Yep. And it can't be any microbrew.
Okay, so even if it's like Natty Light or something.
Yep, it's got to be Natty Light then.
All right.
You have to do it, and you have to drink it on the podcast.
All right.
And you can't drink any other beer during the podcast. You have to fucking pound them some bitches.
All right, so I have to finish the whole 6-pack?
No, you don't have to finish the whole thing, but you can't switch it up.
All right, so that's what I'm drinking all night.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I can do that. Do you get to do the same thing?
No, because I always pick a whole assortment of shit. You always stick to like the fancy.
Robbie,
one-off
honestly, it's
beers.
because that's the only thing in my refrigerator and I need to drink them.
Well, stop. Just go to the store, buy like. I'm gonna
That's
buy this
why I'm
fucking
drinking.
pounder of
That's
Heineken.
why I drink my finest kind right now, because that's my second beer. That's what I use for my second beer. Is I like show off for the first
Finest
one and I
kind.
follow up with like a simpleton for the second.
A simpleton? You mean a still very good beer that's not cheap?
Yeah, it's like the solid choice for like a second beer. Like I feel like I have good taste in second beers. I'm a second beer connoisseur. Like
The fuck does that mean?
it's just like a go-to, like my closer for my date, well, not my date, my like get together tonight was Harpoon IPA. That's my closer beer. Tonight I chose Finest Kind. That's my closer beer. Like these are solid closer beers.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about.
All right, I'll buy the cheapest fucking beer and I'll drink it.
I just want you to go trash
Listen,
it.
and my challenge to you is to find the fucking fancy ass beer that you can find and drink it. Like, go out of your comfort zone, Robbie. Go to a.
We don't have
cool-
a specialty beer store.
You have to do it. Find a cool one.
I can't find
near
a
you.
spot. I haven't found one yet. I've got some pretty fucking good ones.
That's my
every time
challenge.
I've
That's why
gone.
it's a challenge. You got to go find one.
No.
Here,
This is
what?
my challenge for
What?
you. This is my challenge for you. You can't challenge me. I write the script, bitch. You do what I say.
You're right. All right. I'll find the
Look at me.
shittiest beer.
Look at me. I am captain now.
You watch me. I'm going to just chug the whole fucking 6-pack in like 10 seconds and be like, great, that was a bunch of water. Can I go drink a good beer now?
You gotta savor it.
All right, I will. I have high hopes for this convenience store.
You're thinking about it too much? huh?
Yeah, I'm a little worried. All right, but if you donate to our Patreon, you can choose my beer. Which tier is it, Robbie?
Oh God, now I gotta bring up the thing. I got too many windows.
It's a 30. I think it's the $30. You get to choose our beers.
Why am I the one in charge of all this?
If you do $30, you get to choose our beers, and if you do $100, you get to fucking choose the whole episode. You get to choose what we say for the intro. You get to choose the intro music. You get to choose what beers we drink. You get to choose the top 5. You get to choose our topic.
That is not on any of that. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm gonna edit that out.
Isn't that what it is, Robbie?
Things. Oh my God. If you'd like to help out the show, we do have a Patreon now. You can go to patreon.com/thebrewinterviews. We have different tiers, money that you can donate. The first tier we have is the $2 tier. You can be a hophead. Give us your name, anything like that, username. If you don't want your real name, we can give you a shout out during the podcast. The next tier is the Hopaholics. It's a limited number of Patreons, 0 to 15. You can ask a question directly to us, and we'll answer it on the podcast episode. It might be on, we usually do about 2 a month, so it'll be on one of those episodes. The next tier is Hoptimistic Thinkers. You will get a shout out and all the outtakes that never actually made the final edit, which would be kind of interesting. And the one Lauren was referring to is the $30 tier. No, you're not.
No, the $100
This is the
tier
Brewmeisters.
is what I was saying.
This is this is the Brewmeister tier. You will be able to choose the beer that either myself or Lauren will drink during an episode, and that's all depending on the access that we have to certain beers. So if you're from New England and you suggest a New England beer, obviously I can't drink it. Things like that. So it's all dependent, and we'll message you accordingly. And the last one, the Lord of Hops. This is the $100 a month tier. There will only be one of these. The entire episode will be in your hands. You will choose the beer. You will choose the topics that we talk about. You will choose the fave fives. And just like BK, we're going to have it your way.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
No, you were adding like fucking intro music and fucking intros and weird shit. I'm like, I didn't write that.
Yeah, but like they might have that option then, right?
Oh God! And if you'd like to donate, go to, as I said before, patreon.com/thebrewinterviews.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I gotta do everything. I
was improving, Robbie. I thought this was an improv episode.
You need a script, motherfucker.
I know. I need structure. Why'd you let me roam free?
You do. I didn't. I didn't let you roam free. You just started spouting shit.
This is what happens, dude.
Oh, Lord.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You're excited. I get it.
I am. I'm really excited. I'm in a great mood. I just want to go dance.
I just Did you see how many followers we have on Instagram?
I know. I'm going to post a lot more often. So as soon as we post our first episode, I was going to post our Alchemist thing side by side and be like, the friends are on the same wavelength. Also, our episode's up. Yay. Something along those lines.
Did you like the picture I sent?
What?
Did you like the picture I sent?
Yeah, it was a good picture. I'm going to edit it a little bit, and then I'm going to take a picture of mine outside tomorrow or whenever, and I'm going to have it ready whenever we post it.
Yeah.
I'm panicking a little bit.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like ready. I'm ready to put it out there, man.
I've been ready for like a month.
Are we just talking right now? Did we end the podcast? What's happening?
We could end the podcast the way that Beer and Board Games ends all of their episodes.
How do they end their episodes?
They go, folks, we've learned a lot today. We've learned a lot about beer. We've talked about aromas and tastes and what they mean to me and what's pretentious and what's not. We've talked about porn and how some guys just have bad habits with porn, some weird habits with porn. Any habit you have with porn is okay. We've talked about urinals. You shut up. You shut up. You shut up. This is my turn. We've talked about urinals. We've talked about urinal etiquette for some weird reason. We've also talked about our Patreon, patreon.com/thebrewinterviews. And you can donate to that. Lauren really fucked up the rest of this, so we're just going to end it on what this is. I'm keeping all of this. I think this is hilarious because you're a drunk, miserable fuck right now. I think that's awesome. So thank you for listening. Tune in for episode 8, where Lauren will have to drink a cheap beer for once. Cheap, trashy beer.
All right.
So thank you for listening.
I love you.
Have a good night.
This has been The Brew Interviews, a bi-weekly podcast about craft beers coast to coast with Lauren and Robbie.